Great. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Healing Circle Talks. Before we begin the circle, would like to read the guidelines. Healing circles are safe havens. They are built on the foundation of kindness and respect. We all participants agree to treat each other with compassion and curiosity. We honor each other's unique ways of healing and don't presume to advise or fix or try to save each other. We hold all the stories shared in the circle within us, and we trust each one of us as guidance we need within us, and we rely on the power of silence to access it. Today we have with us a very special guest. His name is Anjani. He is a nasopharyngeal cancer survivor, and you can't smooth out the surf, but you can learn to ride the waves. Anjani is a working professional and defeated stage 4 nasopharyngeal carcinoma. Cancer made him know himself better. Now he knows his absolute power and can face anything in his life. Very true, because the kind of circumstances we go through after getting diagnosed from cancer, when we come out of it, we feel like when we can come over it, we can do anything, and everything is possible. So it teaches us great lessons of life. It makes us more experienced, more matured, and also gives us clear perspective, clarity towards life as well. So similar kind of experience Anjani also went through. Anjani, welcome to Link Circle Talks, and would like to know about your journey. And today I have with me my co-host Arohi, who is going to take it forward from here. Yeah, over to you, Anjani and Arohi.
Thank you, ma'am. So first of all, thank you very much, Anjani, for being a part of today's talk.
Thank you so much, everyone, for inviting me and for providing me this opportunity. And I'm Anjani Kumar from Visakhapatnam and defeated 4th stage of nasopharyngeal carcinoma. And at the age of 19, at the age of 19, I was diagnosed with the 4th final stage only. But before that, I completed my intermediate and just joined the graduation. From that time, no, for the period of 1 year, none of the doctors couldn't identify this is a nasopharyngeal carcinoma and all. But I was consulted to 5 of the top ENT doctors, 3 top general physicians, and each and every doctor, dentist, but none of them couldn't identify. And at last, ENT doctor, one of the ENT doctor said that it was a sinus and will be proceeding for the surgery. But none of that surgery got stopped in the middle. And later that I moved on to Hyderabad, and within few days it was diagnosed, and doctors, oncologists said that it was a final stage and will be that will be cured. But he just said he just wanted a promise from me, only one thing, about I need to eat healthy food. That's the thing. I said, okay, fine. At that time, I was a lack of awareness regarding this, because at the age of 19, even me and my family members, none of them have awareness regarding what is cancer, what are the treatments, and even like what will be the side effects and all. So I said, okay, fine. Then we should fight, because at that time I felt that the pain behind the ear is like it was like a hell. At the midnight, I woke up at midnight 1 o'clock. I took the scissor and I was about to cut my ear because of that pain. So that the severity I had. And okay, fine. At last, after fighting this all for 1 year, at last I found a solution for this pain. Then I said, without thinking, without asking my parents, I said to doctor that okay, you proceed for treatment, any kind of pain I'll be bearing, and I promise you that I'll be eating sufficient food. At that time, I couldn't know that it was even difficult to eat food and to drink water. But I tried my level best, and within 3 4 months, the cancer got cured. And from then, the real consequences, the real problems, even physically, even mentally, emotionally, everything from after the treatment, the problems got started. So that was my life, and even my education, my career, my family, everything was completely down at that time. So that's the thing. That's about my life.
Yeah. The initial symptoms of the cancer, what were they? Apart from the pain, were there any other symptoms as well?
Yes, the initial, it was all started when nose started bleeding. Uh, it started frequently bleeding. Like one day I was sitting and eating some food. Initially start bleeding from the nose. That was the one symptom, and the second symptom is pain below the ear. It constantly started increasing rapidly. At a certain stage, like even painkillers couldn't control that pain. Even hyphenacdia or any kind of painkiller, it couldn't control that pain. So that was the second symptom, and there is a difficulty in breathing, and there will be like for my case, the tumor spread till the throat. So there is a small swelling here near the throat, which would be visible for us. So these are the symptoms and difficulty in breathing. That's it. And even difficulty in opening the mouth also. Like you can't completely open the mouth. That's the thing. It will be some pain near the jaws, like here, this kind of thing. You'll be having some obstruction there. Yes. These are the symptoms I faced, and even I couldn't recognize. Like even at the last, even doctors couldn't recognize that these are the symptoms, and even you will gain weight also. Gaining weight also is a kind of cancer symptom, and even at last I finally found the symptoms on Google. Even doctor couldn't find it in my area.
Right. What all were the tests that you underwent after which the cancer diagnosis was finalized?
Yeah, like first thing to identify the cancer, first they went to the MRI scan for the head and neck. After that, biopsy test, they took the small sample from the nose, and after that, they went for PET CT scan. So these are the three tests. They'll go for identification and diagnosis also. Like after during the treatment for every uh, doctor has gave me the treatment plan for 3 months for radiation. So during this 3 months, for every week they'll be giving chemotherapy 1 day. In the 5 days they'll be giving 1 day chemotherapy, and for every like 15 to 30 days they'll be taking PET CT scan also, like how is the tumor, how is the it is reducing, everything.
Right. And what was your first reaction? Since you said that you were just 19 years old then, so
Yes,
what
yes.
was your first reaction? What was the reaction of your parents when you people came to know that you have been diagnosed with cancer?
Yeah, first thing, I felt really happy that I found a solution for my pain and all. And my parents' reaction, like they felt very sad because at the age of 19, I fought like this. Like comparing, I don't want to compare, but every person at the age of 19, 20, they'll be going to college, they'll be enjoying the life, they'll have some good food, they'll be chilling with friends. But in my case, that didn't happen. From the age of 19 till now, also that didn't happen. Like when I try to go to the, like even my parents also, they were very down. One of my father's friend, he is in Hyderabad. He gave us a lot of support, emotional support and all. Like he was the one who took us to the doctors in Hyderabad. He was the one who took us like emotionally strong. He made us emotionally strong and all. Everything. He's the only person who stood with us, with our family. That's it. So my parents are they really felt very bad, like sad also.
Yeah, yes, I can understand.
Yeah.
What all treatment did you undergo?
Sorry, can you repeat one?
What all treatment procedures did you undergo? Apart, you said
Okay.
surgery was one.
Yeah. Soon after identification, like doctor suggested for one chemotherapy cycle, and after that, they gave us a 3 months radiation plan. During the radiation also, for every 5 days there will be one chemotherapy session, and post completing the radiation treatment, there are 3 cycles of chemotherapy given to me. So that was a complete treatment for me.
Mhm. And any alternative treatment that you tried?
Uh, Other treatment, doctor suggested for yoga and meditation only for like to improve my focus, to regularize my breathing. Like post radiation, I have many side effects. Like it was a high radiation, and post radiation, I was affected with thyroid. I was affected with cataract, and even I was affected with dental everything teeth. Like I underwent with 18 root canal treatments, and that was 3 times. Like in 2016 post radiation, 1 time, after that 2 times. So 3 times for 18 teeth root canal treatment. So I could not eat food for like post radiation. I was during the radiation. I survived with water for 1 month, like daily getting up, drinking water, and sleeping. That's it. Drinking 4 liters per day. That for 1 month during the summer season, like during the May 2015, and post radiation for 8 months, I didn't have anything. Like even to drink water, also I need to take a painkiller. Then I need to drink water. So that will be the throat pain. Like it was like firing inside. So doctor suggested only for meditation, yoga, and that's it. No other kind of treatment.
Mhm. And like you were really young when you were diagnosed with this cancer. So
Yes.
what was the effect of the diagnosis on your studies, on your career path that you would probably have thought of taking up before the diagnosis and after the diagnosis? What all changes in that respect did you see?
Yeah, like I joined my BTech in instrumentation engineering, where we have to work in the nuclear power plants, like steel plants and all. So before joining in BTech, my goal is to work in any PSUs, like to work in HPCL and TPC or any kind of that thing. So that was the reason I took the instrumentation. But after completing my first year, I was diagnosed this, and soon after this, doctor said that you should not enter any kind of power plants or nuclear plants or any kind of factories, industries. You should not, at least you should not go outside for 1 year, like to stay away from all the infection, pollution, and all. So that affected my career because at that time, my father said like, if you want to quit BTech, you can quit, but if you want to continue also, you can continue. That was the choice I have. But one thing, like from my childhood, I have one decision. Like if I took anything, like if I made a decision, I will complete that decision like anytime within the period of time. So I took my BTech career as a career path, and I completed the BTech. And parallelly, on this BTech, I couldn't work. So parallelly, I did my BCom in distance education. So I completed my BTech. I completed my BCom the 2019 post radiation. And even I completed my MTech also in instrumentation engineering, and even I completed my MCom also. So I have two graduations and two post graduations, so that I have a choice to jump in my career also. So I made that career change. Even I can work in the management side, administration side. I can work in the industry side also. That depends on my body acceptance and all. So I mean, this is my complete, and even I fought with many, like in colleges, fought with many of the officers and all, like the principal, and even my HOD. They try to like, even my classmates. You are affected like a. They see me like you are affected with some AIDS. You have some AIDS. They all stood me beside. I was the only one in the class who will be sitting in a separate chair or separate bench in the side of my class. But professors and all, they were really cooperated me. And even I had many issues with the college, like changing my ear, changing my this thing. So that all sorted and I came back.
And you just mentioned that the like the kids, the students with you, they treated you a little differently. So how did you
Yes.
manage? How did you manage that? Your peers treating you a bit differently. So how did you manage that?
Like I spoke with the that was the thing. I faced the one of the emotionally low issue. I was getting close at that time. If students were not close to me, I got close to the many of the professors, like in the department. They used to help me like study these topics, study those topics. They used to teach me in the class also, but they didn't say like that. But only the students saw me like they used to help me out with the assignments in the labs, in the everything in the exam also. They used to help me like study these topics. These are the important topics other than the students. So that was a blessing for me. Like even professors helped me out a lot. So even I managed like if these are not helping me, I during the treatment also no one stood beside me for the motivate like for motivation or some emotional support. So in the 2018, I started an NGO, Daksha Welfare Association, and I'm helping people outside, like those who are emotionally low. I'll be going to them and speaking with them. I'll be giving them motivation and all, and even helping the people who are in need. So that is my diversion. Like if I feel emotionally low or if I going into depression, I'll divert it to another thing, like play my keyboard or get some people help. That's the thing.
That's great.
Thank
Um, and you just mentioned that for a month after your diagnosis, you during that period you weren't able to eat anything. You just had to survive on water. So
you. Yes.
so the body does need like energy, and you need to eat food. You need to eat something other than water. So
Yes.
how did you deal with that with those issues?
Yeah, this was during treatment. During the radiation, I was survived on water for 1 month. And after knowing this to the doctor said, no, water is not sufficient. So go for protein supplements like the protein eggs and all. That should be mixed in the water, and I have to drink that every day, morning and evening. So that was the thing I have managed with, and with ice cream and all, and everything was converted into liquid only. Like even if I have a rice, that will be converted into liquid. So that I'll be drinking that thing, or I'll be trying with the soups without spice anything, just a normal soup, or I'll be eating some potatoes, mashed potatoes. That's the thing I did, and post radiation. I survived on milkshakes. Like daily, I used to drink only 9 milkshakes. That was repeated for 1 month. Only ice creams, milkshakes, and you'll be finding Amul badam milk or some kind of packed badam milk and all. So that was the thing I was survived for another 1 month. So from then I used to come slowly. I used to eat something, try something, but unfortunately, like till the year 2019, the food pipe got almost 99% closed. So I approached to again gastroenterologist. He said for every 15 days you need to get dilatation. Like esophagus, you have a stricture in the throat, you need to get dilated. And for every 15 days, I used to get an general anesthesia. I used to go for esophagus stricture dilatation. Like they'll be opening the food pipe through endoscopy procedure. So till now also that is going repeated. I think 30 times the procedure has been repeated to me during these 3 years. So by that I'll be able to now I'm able to eat some rice or some like basic food I'm able to eat now.
Mhm. Right. So during your treatment, did you feel that there were certain gaps in the treatment procedures that you were advised on the part of the doctors, or in approaching the doctors, probably, or something like that?
There some of the gaps like after chemotherapy first cycle, like before starting the radiation, they gave a gap like after chemotherapy first cycle, there's a 10 days gap, and during the radiation also they gave me the high radiation that affected my eye, like the cornea gets some affected. For that they gave me 1 week break that should not be stopped in the middle. At that time, even the doctor who was giving me the treatment, he was not available in the hospital. He went to some other country, and that time the junior doctors couldn't take any kind of decision in my treatment, so they stopped the treatment for 1 week. After coming back, the doctor, they started the procedure again.
And
So
did
that,
this, yeah,
yeah, continue, continue.
yeah, did this this thing that the doctor he moved away, and then your treatment had to be stopped for a week. So that
Yeah.
did that kind of hinder, or did that have any kind of negative effect on your entire treatment?
Yeah, negative effect means there's a slow recovery. Like even I could not recover very fast. Doctor said that due to that radiation treatment, my salivary glands got affected. So there is nothing till now. Saliva glands did not recover because of that thing only. Doctor said that under 5 years you should recover everything. Even saliva should recover. If not, you will be having this problem the whole life. Saliva would not generate on your mouth. So, because of that thing, that 1 week break, I have a slow recovery rate. My treatment is getting complete. Like I affected in the 2015, but till now I'm not getting recovered.
Okay. Yeah. And what do you think is the biggest lesson for you out of this whole journey that you underwent?
Uh, the biggest lesson is trust no one except your parents. So, because when you are in a success or you are in a high position, everyone comes to you, "Arey, I need this help, I need that help." But when you are in a problem, no one comes to you except you and your parents. You need to fight it alone for yourself. That's the main thing. And the second thing is like whatever people might think, whatever outside people might think, do whatever you want. Don't bother what are they talking behind of you, what are they thinking of you. Don't bother all about that, but whatever I want to do, like I'll be doing that thing only. So these are the two lessons I learned during my treatment.
Mhm. And so, what would you say were your biggest challenges during this journey?
Biggest challenges, uh, this will be a small challenge for everyone, but this is the biggest challenge. Like to eat food regularly, like how a normal person is. That was the biggest challenge to me. Even like I'm trying every day, like to eat a small sweet, to eat a this thing. Like uh, current my position is for to eat two idli, I need a 1 liter water bottle because I don't have saliva in my mouth. That is a problem for swallowing. So for every after eating every piece, I need to push it into the stomach with water only. So to complete two idlis, I need to have a 1 liter of water bottle. So imagine for anything like any rice item or any kind of huge the thing I need to eat. And even I cannot eat spicy food because there is no hydration in my mouth. So even if you taste lemon also, even if you eat mango also, my throat will pain. So that is like I'll be feeling a burning sensation, and I can't bear that sensation also. So that is the main problem, and my biggest challenge is I need to eat food regularly as a normal person eats. That's the thing.
And what were the things that made you happy during this entire journey? During those days when which might be low periods of of your journey. So what made you happy during those times?
Yeah, during when I'm low, like my parents are beside me. They made me happy with like you study this, you study that, do whatever you want, but stay happy. Like I started my YouTube channel with my piano. That made me happy. Like during when I feel low, I used to play my keyboard. Music relaxes me very well. And the second thing is as I mentioned, I like to help people. So that also made me very happy. When I feel low, I go out, find some people, I'll be helping them, I'll be talking with them and all. So that made me something positive energy. So,
That's great. Um, and what about certain lifestyle changes that happened after the diagnosis and after the treatment that are continuing in your life even till now?
lifestyle changes is like before treatment, I used to sleep at 9 p.m. and I used to woke up at 6 p.m. But due to this treatment, like during the radiation and post radiation and all, I'm not getting a proper sleep because like why this happened to me, why that happened. Like because of that negative thoughts, I'll be sleeping at 2 p.m. like 2 a.m. in the night, and I woke up at 10 a.m. at the morning. So this sleep has changed a little lot, but I'm trying to get it back to like sleeping at 9 p.m. and waking up at morning 6 a.m. That I need to. I'm trying to get it back as like, and even food has been changed. Like I mentioned, like I'm not eating any kind of food since during the radiation, and for the 3 years like it was like a hell. Like I completed my treatment and came back after completing my after 6 months of completion of my treatment, my father got hospitalized during due to infection. After my father getting discharged, I was hospitalized for cataract surgery, and this all happened within 6 months. Within 6 months, after 6 months, father got discharged. I was hospitalized for the eye surgery. After 6 months of my eye surgery, father got hospitalized for open heart surgery. So like 2 3 years, like we were in a hospital only. Like I was not able to be with the family. Our family got completely down. Even the situation is like only one, if only one member got hospitalized, the family will be getting. But me and my father and my mother was roaming. She couldn't care me. She was the one who struggled a lot during her treatment. She has to care me. She has to care my father, both of them. Like she has struggled a lot. So that was the thing, and even I need to motivate my father as he underwent open heart surgery. So that was the thing. That was the situation. Like even after post my 3 years of radiation, I'm roaming around hospitals on.
It surely must have been a difficult time and a
Yeah,
difficult period.
yeah.
And how did you maintain your mental health, mental well-being at that time? How did you maintain your emotional well-being at that time?
Yeah, like I used to watch movies like Charlie Chaplin movies. When I'm low, I used to watch those kind of movies. And for motivation, I used to watch some biopics or documentary films, or recently some of the and even two of my friends, they are working the Army Navy. So they used to call me for every 6 months, and they used to kind of motivate me. They used to meet me. They used to motivate me. So when I feel low, also they used to motivate me. That maintains like for 1 month I'll be getting motivated. Okay, we'll do any kind of thing. We'll do anything, any studies or anything. We'll go that way, this way. But the thing is, I'll be doing everything constantly. Like when I feel high, I'll be doing any kind of thing. Like if you want to study, okay, doctor also and this also, I'll be ready to do that. But when I feel low, I won't be doing anything. I just go to the beach, sit in a car or sit in a bench, and used to talk there. Like if there is no other person who wants, like I want to say something, so I'll be going there. I'll be talking in open only. No one will be there. I'll be talking to the beach or I'll be talking to the air, so that no one takes a like they won't be we won't be judgment. We won't be judged. So that was the thing. The thing is, I want to share my feelings to others, but I don't want to be judged. So I go to the beach and I share my feelings, share my angry, share my everything, like mixed emotions, share my negative thoughts, positive thoughts, everything. That is the thing I was doing. That thing I went to do this in the early mornings. Like I used to go to the beach 5 o'clock so that no one will be there. I used to see sunrise so that I get lots of vitamin D during the 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. So that was the time I go to the beach and share this all the things.
And in hindsight, what do you think could have been certain things that could have been done better, or that if those things had happened, they would have helped you better in this journey? What are certain those things?
First thing, awareness could be better. Like in the Andhra Pradesh, the state I'm living in, especially in Vizag also, even doctors don't have awareness. Like when a person is diagnosed with cancer, they need to follow these precautions. Like uh, after post radiation, my tooth got completely. I lost my tooth completely. Like when I visited dentist, the dentist said only one thing. Before starting the radiation treatment, the oncologist must have the permission from the dentist also, like to protect the teeth and all. But in my case, even doctor didn't do that. Like neither he said to approach this like he asked to consult these doctors, nor he said that he basic precautions. So the first thing is awareness. The second thing is nutrition. Like I don't know what to eat, how to eat, or even when I'm unable to eat, what should I take? Like any protein supplements only suggested by doctor. But when I'm lack of saliva also, like what should I do? Like what should I like? Do I need to use any kind of artificial saliva spray or some kind of that? None of the oncologists or none of the doctors suggested for me that. So that was the thing. And third thing is even doctor didn't say that like you may face this kind of consequences. So take precautions, or you need to take some precautions through food also. Like none of the doctor said it like this. Because of that, I was diagnosed with thyroid. I was affected with cataract. My nostril got completely closed. One of my nostril got completely closed, and even I was taking dentist treatment also, dental treatment. So these are the lack because of lack of awareness and lack of guidance from the doctors. These two are the main things be, that should be getting done by the doctors.
Okay. And awareness on the part of people as well, the general public as well, since you said that the kids in your class, they weren't as supportive as probably the professors. So that is also something that we as a society can probably work on.
Yes, yes.
And what would be your message to other cancer patients and their caregivers?
My message is whenever any person is diagnosed with cancer, they should not panic first, because life is like ups and downs. This is not a down. This should be considered as an up, because this is another part of life which no one can face this. Like when a person is diagnosed with cancer, they have a lots of courage, they have a lots of dedication, they have a lots of willpower. The main thing is with the willpower they'll be getting out of this, they'll be facing each and every pain, and after coming out of this they'll be having a confidence that okay, I have faced the cancer, now I can achieve anything in life. Those all will be the small things, because that is the thing. And the first thing is I follow only two principles. This I want to give to the all the cancer patients. To the first thing is accept the situation. So whatever the situation is, they need to accept it. Without accepting, they could not come out, or they could not find out any kind of solution. And the second thing is they need to find a solution which can uh, come out, which they can come out of the situation. Like if one is having a problem, like one is diagnosed with the cancer, then they need to think of a solution. The solution is like approaching a good doctor, good oncologist, having knowledge on the what is they are facing with, and they need to get treated. And the third thing is they should never give up. Why should they give up? Like even I didn't give up is before diagnosing with cancer, I was a normal student. Like I used to go to college, I used to come home. That's it. I didn't even went to movies with friends or any kind of thing. So like suddenly I was diagnosed with nasal cancer with hereditary. My grandmother was passed with pancreas cancer, final stage. So that was affected me, and suddenly like I got a thought that I never smoked a cigarette or never tasted a single drop of liquor. Why why I got affected with this? Like even a school student is like if a school student is blamed for any mistake that he didn't do, they'll ask for teacher, they'll go to principal ma'am, they'll fight for that. I didn't do this, I didn't do this mistake, why you are blaming me, why you are punishing me, and all. The same thing when we apply to life. Like I didn't do any kind of wrong. I didn't do any like smoke a cigarette. I didn't taste a liquor. But why I was blamed for this? So then we need to fight against life. Why I got okay? Let's go fight. Find a solution. Find an answer for it. I I was like I didn't give up. Why should I give up for not doing any kind of mistake, for giving up my life? So that was one of the these three things I want to give to the cancer patients as message.
Yeah, that is actually the spirit that cancer patients should maintain in their life while going through
Yes,
this process.
yes, yes.
And what would you say worked best in your journey?
What made me
Worked
best?
best for you in your journey?
Sorry, can you repeat once? I have a,
Yeah,
lag in the network.
sure, sure. I was saying that what would you say worked best for you in this journey?
What best? Like completing my post graduation. Like if I am not diagnosed with this, I was a normal person. Then I used to complete only BTech or only used to complete MTech. But after diagnosing this, I got a additional degree of BCom and MCom. So additional degree of graduation and additional degree of post graduation. Uh, by this situation. And the second thing is I started my organization and helping people. That made me more thing. Like even people used to appreciate me. Like you were facing such a lot of difficulties and were helping people in this difficult time also. Like my aspect is whatever I face is no one should face other like me. Like I need to help them. They should not face the situation like me. So helping them, motivating the people, helping people, that made me even my parents got appreciated, appreciations like you have a very good son, your son is going good, even in this lot of difficulties, you and your family, your son is doing good. Even whenever our parents are happy because of children, automatically we'll be happy. That's the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And finally, if you have to sum up your journey in just one sentence, what would that
In one sentence.
be? Yeah.
Uh, Stay strong and be happy. That's it. These problems will be there, like emotionally, like people will bring you down, people will bring you up, some people bring you down. But don't listen on all that. Listen to your mind and stay happy, stay strong. That's it. Whatever your mind tells, do it that thing. If anyone comes and tells you why you're doing like this, don't answer with words. Speak with your action on it. That's it.
Yeah, that's that's actually that's the spirit that's what makes you like one of the most unique people that we have had on this platform for the cancer healing journey talk. So
Yes, yes.
thank you very much for being here with us today and sharing your journey with us.
Thank you so much. And I would like to say one more thing, like every cancer patient like need to follow because like I faced this situation. With your permission, can I go ahead for this also?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah. When I was diagnosed with cancer, only oncologist said you need to take treatment from oncologist only. Like we'll be taking radiation chemotherapy from oncologist only. But before taking up the treatment, please consult dentist or every general physician, each and every doctor, because there might be some side effects which will be affecting your body due to radiation and chemotherapy. So before starting the treatment, please take precautions, whatever suggested by dentist or ophthalmologist, like ENT specialist, any kind of, because that's the mistake I made because one of the dentists said that before going for radiation to the face, you need to protect your teeth with tooth caps. That was a thing I didn't do. Even I didn't consult a dentist also. If I was protected with the tooth caps, my teeth might be protected from radiation exposure. So my request to all the cancer patients is to before starting the treatment, please consult other doctors also, like ENT, general physician, and all. Once they give all the clearance and they give all the precautions, then please proceed for the treatment of chemotherapy or radiation suggested by the oncologist. That's the thing only I want to spread message to each and every cancer patient. This also.
Yeah, that every aspect should work in tandem before
Yes,
we go for a particular treatment procedure.
yes.
So, thank you very much for sharing your experiences and your learnings with us. Over to Dimple ma'am now.
Thanks, Aruhi, and hats off to you, Anjani, for showing great courage, determination to go through this journey. Because what you just shared, it gave me goosebumps. Because I mean, 19 is just a teenage, and to go through all of this during that time, it takes a lot of courage to do this. And you have, I mean, your strength, your willpower, your potential to go through this. It's just amazing because it's true that when God gives you, when you get through some tough circumstances in your life, you also get support, you get courage, you get some blessings to go through it as well. In your
Yes,
case as well, it happened. And 19 is just too young to go through all these adversities of life, I would say. And the kind of the kind of behavior people showed towards you, I felt very bad listening to that, because we need a lot of support when we go through that, right?
yes,
So but thank God that you're here with us today, because even after having stage 4 and the situation that you described, it's just wonderful to see you here with all of us and sharing your inspiring journey, because cancer itself is a very scary word, and on top of it, stage 4 and any part in the body cancer is not good, but having it in the oral mouth, head and neck cancer, it's really painful. It's really very very painful, especially when it's related to something which is like eating, or and yours was affecting your eating, because your mouth was not able to generate saliva, and it's really difficult to eat. So and breathing and all. So it's difficult, but the best part is that you're out of it now, and bravely sharing your story with the world. And I'm sure, looking at hearing your story, many people would get inspiration and courage that if he can, then we can too. We all have different kind of challenges, adversities in life, and looking at your challenges, I'm sure it's gonna give a lot of people support, courage, inspiration, motivation, that we can also do it. And I really, really appreciate you taking time out to share this with all of us. And in any time in the future, if you need any kind of support in cancer, in career, feel free to reach out to us anytime, because we'd love to help you in any manner that we can. So would like to hear from others as well about their experience. Deepak ji, would you like to share?
thank you so much for ZenOnco for providing me this opportunity and sharing my message to the world. And even thanks for Arohi for reminding me and getting me this platform. Thank you so much for the
Thank you.
ZenOnco.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And anybody would like to share anything? Okay, wonderful. Thanks everybody, and appreciate your support for each other, and also for creating this wonderful platform to connect with each other, guide each other. Yeah, Deepak ji, yeah, would you like to share anything?
No, nothing this time.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so great.
Give strong willpower, that is the main thing.
Definitely, that's true. His willpower, and at such a young age,
Proper medication.
yeah, proper medication, doctor's advice. So that's the key to wellness. So Anjani, lots of power and love to you. When we wish everybody, all the warriors, health and healing. And any time in cancer journey, anybody needs any kind of support, we're always here. And yeah, so blessings to all, and we look forward to seeing all of you in next Healing Circle Talks. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anjani. Thank you, Arohi. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Anjani.
Thank you, Arohi, and
Thank you.
thanks everyone for coming and joining this session and hearing my session also.